Hi everyone! My name is Emily and me and my friend Alison are here to tell you all about Easter. Now, I'm not here to tell you that you can go and eat lots and lots of chocolate, unfortunately. But we are going to tell you why Christians celebrate Easter. But before we go any further, do you think you can have a chat with whoever may be with you about what you think Christians believe might have happened at Easter? Yeah? Okay, I'll give you about 20 seconds. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go! I think that some of you may have had the right idea. Shall we see if you were right? Let's go see Alison to see what she has to say. See you soon!
Hey everyone! Thanks for that little introduction, Emily. I wonder what you all talked about at home. So I have got a special story for you now, and the story is about Jesus. Now, when did we first meet Jesus in the Bible? Go on, Han.
Christmas.
At Christmas, when Jesus was born in the stable and he was a little baby. But Jesus didn't stay a baby.
He died on the cross.
Shh, spoilers! Spoilers do. So Jesus didn't stay a baby, did he? He grew up, and this story is about when Jesus was a man. But I wonder, before we get on to the story, what's your favourite thing about Easter? Go on then, James.
I like when Jesus dies on the cross. Amen.
Go on then.
The Easter eggs.
Easter eggs, yeah. What do you reckon, Hannah?
I like all of it.
All of it. Oh, so I've got some eggs to help us tell the story. Hannah and Beth, could you pass me the eggs, please? So, James, I wonder, could you open our first Easter egg? If you pull the long straight bit, open it up, and then you'll find something in the egg. What's in the egg?
A donkey.
A donkey! Shall we show everybody at home? It's a donkey. All right then, I'm going to put those bits down there.
I keep it.
You can keep the ribbon, James. So donkey. Now donkey happens to be one of my favourite signs. So I wonder, can we show everybody at home how to sign donkey? So it's hands up at your head and we go donkey, donkey. All right, so our story starts actually a week before Easter. And what happens is there's a day that we now call Palm Sunday. And on that day, Jesus was riding into Jerusalem on a donkey. And on that day, everybody thought that Jesus was amazing riding in on his donkey. And everyone was like, yay, Jesus is king. We think that Jesus is amazing. And that's what we're celebrating when we celebrate Palm Sunday. Now, Beth, do you think that you could open up my next egg, please? Oh, something else in there.
Sounds very interesting.
It does. What's in the egg?
It's some bread.
Some bread.
You have to keep that.
She can. She's a, yeah. You can keep the ribbon, Beth.
I'm holding it in.
So the bread. Oh, wow. That's because what happens next is Jesus had a very special meal with his 12 closest friends called the disciples. And at that meal, they ate bread and they drank wine. And that's the meal that we call the Last Supper. Hannah, would you like to open up the purple egg for me? Oh, what's in there, I wonder?
Hannah, you're able to keep the ribbon.
Some praying hands. Let's hold them like that. Some praying hands.
This is how you sign pray.
That is how we sign pray, isn't it? And then amen. So Jesus went off somewhere called the Garden of Gethsemane, and he went to go and pray, and he asked his friends to pray as well, because he knew what was coming next and he was a bit scared. So James, would you like to open up the orange egg for me?
Yeah. Can I do that one?
Either of the straight ones will open it up, not the round one. Well done. Gently, gently. Put a finger under. Oh, well done, you've managed. Oh, I can hear something. What is it? A cross. It is a cross. So after Jesus had prayed in the garden, some soldiers came to get him, and they took him away and they put him on a cross, and that's where Jesus died. Beth, would you open up the blue egg for us, please? Oh, that's not quite so loud, is it? Wonder what's in that one.
Don't think there's anything in this one.
Oh, you reckon? It's a tissue, because all of Jesus' friends were very sad and they needed tissues because they were all crying. Because after Jesus died on the cross, he was then put in a big cave, and there was a stone rolled in front of it, and everybody thought that Jesus was dead forever and ever, so they're very, very sad. Hannah, would you like to open up our last egg, please?
That one's not loud either.
No, it's not loud either.
I think there's something quiet in.
You think there's something quiet in?
Could be
What's
like-
inside? What was that?
What?
So our last egg has got nothing inside. And that's because something very special happens in our story. So Jesus died on a Friday, and then we have Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 1, 2, 3. And on the third day, on the Sunday, some of Jesus' friends went to the cave where Jesus had his body had been laid, and they found that the stone had been rolled away and Jesus wasn't in there anymore. And then after that, they discovered that Jesus was alive again, and that's why we have an empty egg. So it was an incredible thing, wasn't it? Normally when people die, they don't come back to life, but because Jesus wasn't just human, he was God as well, he came back to life. And that's what we remember when we have empty chocolate eggs on Easter Sunday. That can help us remember that Jesus is alive.
I think I get it now.
Yay!
Listening to Alison made me think about how Jesus' friends might have felt during this time. How about you? It makes me wonder if they lost all hope in what Jesus was sent to do. Because God promised us that Jesus would save us. Do you think they may have all lost hope? Yeah, me too. But then Jesus came back to life on Easter Sunday and taught us all about what he was doing, all the good things so that we could live a really good life. This must have made everyone really happy, and all their hope that they'd lost came back. They weren't sad anymore and they didn't lose hope. So God's promise was kept. Can you think of any other promises that God made and kept in the Bible? Yes, Noah's Ark. God promised that he would clear the earth of all the bad things. And to show a sign of a promise and hope, God sent a rainbow. This was a promise that God wouldn't wipe out all the earth again. Just like we're using rainbows today to show how much we care for the NHS and to show hope that we can all get better from the coronavirus. God promises that better things will come, and our rainbows are a sign of that promise. Thank you for listening. Now we're going to sing a song with some really cool actions. So come on, let's get ready. Everyone shake your hands. Give a little wiggle. Ready? On our feet.
Hi guys, we know how much you love an action song, so we have picked a nice simple one with an Easter theme. Why not get up on your feet and join in at home?
So I wanted to finish today by showing you our rainbow of hope here at the vicarage. You might see it if you go out for a walk or a scoot for a bit of exercise, and you might see a lot of other rainbows out there. And when you do, then maybe you can remember the hope that Christians believe God brings to us when he sent his son Jesus to die for us and then come back to life at Easter. If you want to know anything more about why Easter is so important to Christians, why Jesus died and why he came back to life, then why not join us on our Facebook page at Bishop Auckland Parish. 11 o'clock every Sunday morning we're having our homemade Sunday gathering. It's just like a church service, but we are filming it at home and then it's going out to everybody in Bishop Auckland. Hope to see you soon. Bye!